It's the big SEC game at 3:30 between the Auburn Tigers and the LSU Tigers. This one has gigantic implications out of the SEC West and could have playoff implications. We're breaking it down here in 3, 2, 1, go.
Warning. All prediction and preview videos are recorded on the Friday prior to the week of the games covered. As a result, any injuries, benchings, and any and all information available to me in each team's last performance are unknown at the time of recording. As the season goes on, these will be more and more accurate. In other words, enjoy.
Now I know that this is an away game and that Death Valley is never a fun place to play for the opposing football team, but call me crazy, I feel rather confident about this one. My area of concern would of course be with our quarterback, Bo Nix, who only has an 8-5 touchdown to interception ratio this season, a 54.6% completion percentage, and only 1,125 yards by air. That's not exactly going to scare a lot of teams. However, given just how bad LSU's pass defense and defense in general has been this season, much to everyone's preseason opinion, I feel that much better about this game. In fact, let's go over the amount of points that LSU has given up in the 3 games it has had against Power 5 opponents. This, of course, was recorded prior to the Mississippi State game this past Saturday. 38 points given up to Texas, 38 points given up to Vandy, and 28 points given up to Florida. Okay, noted. So we know just by law of averages that we're going to score around the 35-point range. And obviously, if Vandy can put up points, so too can we. So then it comes to whether or not I think we're going to give up that many points or more. Now I have all the respect in the world for that LSU offense and what it's accomplishing this season. Lego on Fuego. I was supposed to say offense, wasn't I? That still doesn't sound correct. But even with that respect given, I still can't see my boys giving up that many points. I just can't. Our defensive line is just crucial, and I think that Joe Burrow is going to feel a form of pressure that he hasn't felt all season long. It'll be interesting to see how he handles it. My guess would be that he handles it the same way he did against those other Power 5 conference teams that you mentioned. Awfully convenient for you to go over the amount of points we gave up in those contests without mentioning what we scored in those contests, which would be 45, 66, and 42 respectively. So going off your same theory of the law of averages, you can't just simply conveniently take what we're going to give up and not do the same thing for what we're going to score, which for you idiotic Alabama fans that might have a rooting interest in watching this is 51 points per game. Now, is 51 greater than 35? Yeah, 51 is greater than 35. Weird. So we heard Bo Nix's stats, which were gosh dog terrible. Are you ready for Joe Burrow's? Well, buckle up, baby, and get ready, because I'm giving them to you. Now, they already seemed pretty good to begin with, but wow, when I compare them to Bo Nix's, 2,157 yards, 25 touchdowns, just 3 interceptions, and a 79.6% completion percentage. And now playing against a pretty bad Mississippi State team this weekend, so those numbers will only go up. Dude, I respect Auburn's defensive line. I really do. But come on. That defense as a whole is not as good as Florida's, and you saw what we did against the Gators. No, I didn't. I didn't watch. You didn't watch Florida versus LSU. Okay. 1, I don't believe you. And 2, I still have the floor, so I'll just go over it with you. He was 21 of 24. That's an 87.5% completion percentage for 293 yards and 3 touchdowns. 6 carries for 43 yards on top of all that. In your defense, though, that is kind of similar to Bo Nix's numbers against Florida. Oh, wait, never mind. No. It wasn't. I must have gathered Bo's numbers wrong when I was researching. Must have checked out that Kent State box score or something like that. But I do have the actual numbers. He went 11 for 27 for 145 yards, 1 touchdown, and 3 interceptions. That can't be right. That's so un-Bo-like. Looks like he carried the ball 10 times. That's a lot of carries. Probably got a lot of yards out of that. 18. Am I reading that right? Jeez. Are we done here? I'm pretty sure I've already convinced myself, as well as everyone watching, what's going to happen in this game based off of quarterback play alone. Good thing the quarterback isn't the only position on the offense, genius. You still have to find a way to stop Boobie Whitlow, who is averaging 4.9 yards per carry and has 544 yards in 2019. And you'll still have to find someone who can guard Seth Williams, who has 368 yards on 21 receptions, and has found pay dirt 5 times. Can anyone in that seemingly dreadful LSU secondary guard him? Nah, they can't. They don't have to. I've gone over the statistics, which halfway through the season holds some merit. My dude could score 4 times and Whitlow could add 1 or 2 touchdowns to that, and we'd still come out on top. My only concern, if I had any, would be that we play Bama after we play you guys. But then I look at the schedule and I see there's a bye week in between those two games. So there won't be any looking ahead for us. This game's at home in front of an amazing crowd. Our offense is miles ahead of yours. And the difference in the defense is, even if I was admitting that there is one and that your defense is better, is minimal at best. So yeah, we win this one. Like 45-33. Go Tigers. Whole world's gonna be counting us out. That's the way. We like it. Our defense gives you the toughest test that you've seen all season. Our offense scores on you at will. Bo takes care of the football, and we take this one 34-30. War Eagle, baby. Go Tigers and War Eagle, two of my favorite fan bases on this channel to date. That's a fact. You guys have always been great at chiming in and supporting this channel. I suspect that this video will do very well, and I thank you for it. It's seriously appreciated. If you're an Auburn fan watching this, I want to know this. What do you think Auburn needs to do to slow down Joe Burrow and that offense that is seemingly rolling? And on a confidence scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being the least confident and 10 being the most confident, how confident are you that you can do that task that you mentioned? If you're an LSU fan, I ask you this. What is the key out of LSU to make sure that that very good Auburn defensive line doesn't get to Joe Burrow and fluster him? How would you plan against those studs that Auburn is coming to the table with? And same thing that I asked the Auburn fans, on a confidence scale of 1 to 10, how confident are you that you can do that? Regardless of who you're a fan of, I really appreciate it if you subscribe right here to join my journey of giving you the most creative, fun, and entertaining college football content out there. Thank you so much in advance. Y'all keep it classy in the comments below, and this weekend, don't be getting drunk and taking it out on your girlfriend. Regret is a very real thing. And I need to take my own advice because as you're watching this, Michigan probably already got killed by Penn State. So unless I want to lose my wifey. All right, there's my advice to you today. Take care, God bless, and I'll see you guys again soon.